Hey Ben, what is a two-phase commit?
A two-phase commit is a distributed consensus protocol that orchestrates atomic transactions across multiple systems by first soliciting unanimous pre-commit agreement and then enforcing a synchronized commit or rollback, thereby ensuring consistency in the presence of partial failures.
Ben, I saw you just read that off your phone.
No, you did not, Joe. You did not see that.
Can you just tell me what a two-phase commit is, Ben?
Okay, do you know what atomicity is, Joe?
I do not.
Fine, so let's say hypothetically we have a database table that handles orders for our online store. Now, let's say a customer comes along and they make an order for two of our products.
Which products?
Our Ben Shapiro bathwater and our Ben Shapiro t-shirt. The customer sends this order to the database in what we call a transaction. But let me be very clear. Our database must perform two actions here. It must add an order for Ben Shapiro bathwater, and it must add an order for Ben Shapiro t-shirt.
Okay, got it.
To have what we call atomicity in our database, the transaction must either be completely successful or it should fail. What I mean here is, if we add Ben Shapiro bathwater to our order database successfully, and then when we try add the Ben Shapiro t-shirt, but for some reason we cannot add it, then we should revert the adding of Ben Shapiro bathwater, and the transaction should fail.
So we are trying to avoid having any half-finished transactions from happening?
Precisely, Joe. What two-phase commit allows us is atomicity across multiple database nodes.
Okay, explain how.
Okay, now imagine we decide to create a replication of our orders database on another node. Let's name them David's node and Sarah's node. Now, when our customer places their order, a transaction is sent to both David and Sarah. But here arises the problem, Joe. What happens if David processes the transaction successfully, but when Sarah processes it, it fails? I'll tell you what happens, Joe. We break atomicity. What we want to happen is for either both nodes to be successful or both nodes to fail. To fix this, we must implement a two-phase commit. This involves building a piece of logic called a coordinator, usually within our application code. So again, our customer makes their order, but this time our coordinator will begin by sending what is called a prepare request to both David and Sarah. This is phase one. David and Sarah basically need to individually check to see if they are able to do the transaction without failing. David and Sarah will then respond to the coordinator with yes or no. The coordinator receives the responses. If it received yes from both David and Sarah, it then sends out a commit request. This is phase two. The two nodes are then required to successfully process and commit the original transaction. But if the coordinator receives a response of yes from David but no from Sarah, it then sends out an abort request. The two nodes take no action and the transaction is not committed.
Oh, okay, so we have successfully implemented atomicity across multiple database nodes.
Yes, Joe, with a few drawbacks and sacrifices that I will not get into in this video, but if anyone is interested, drop a comment and I can make a continuation of this.